We are covering Modern Portfolio Theory, or MPT, for the Series 65 exam. This theory, developed by Harry Markowitz, is a cornerstone of your fiduciary duty because it provides a framework for building diversified, suitable portfolios. The exam will not ask you to do complex math, but it will absolutely test your understanding of the practical applications. At its core, MPT states that investors are risk-averse and want to maximize their portfolio's expected return for a given amount of risk. The key to achieving this is not by picking individual winning stocks, but through asset allocation and diversification. The theory is built on the idea of the efficient frontier, which is a curve representing all the optimal portfolios that offer the highest expected return for a defined level of risk. Any portfolio below the curve is inefficient because you could get a higher return for the same risk. For the exam, know that the efficient frontier represents a collection of portfolios, each with a different risk and return profile. An advisor's job is to select a portfolio on the frontier that aligns with the client's specific risk tolerance. Diversification is how we reduce risk, but the exam gets specific on what kind of risk. It's crucial to distinguish between systematic and unsystematic risk. Systematic risk is market-wide risk. Think of things like recessions, interest rate changes, or geopolitical events. This type of risk cannot be diversified away. Unsystematic risk, on the other hand, is specific to a company or industry, such as a product recall, a lawsuit, or poor management. This is the risk that diversification is designed to eliminate. By combining different assets, you can smooth out the company-specific bumps. The effectiveness of diversification hinges on correlation, which measures how two securities move in relation to each other. A correlation of +1 means two assets move in perfect lockstep, while -1 means they move in opposite directions. To achieve true diversification benefits, you need to combine assets with low or ideally negative correlation. An exam trap might present a portfolio of 100 different tech stocks. While it seems diversified, they are likely highly correlated and will all drop together in a tech sector downturn. Adding an asset class like government bonds, which may have a low correlation to stocks, provides a much better diversification benefit. A common point of confusion is how to measure risk. Standard deviation measures total risk, both systematic and unsystematic. Beta, however, measures only systematic risk, or how a stock moves relative to the overall market. The exam will test you on which to use. If a portfolio is well diversified, you've eliminated most unsystematic risk, so beta is the appropriate measure of the remaining market risk. If the portfolio is concentrated in just one or two stocks, it is exposed to total risk, making standard deviation the correct measure. Here is a simple way to remember the types of risk. Think of the phrase, "you can't escape the system." This helps you remember that systematic risk is the one you cannot get rid of through diversification. You can, however, unsystematically mess up by picking the wrong single stock. For free practice questions, AI-powered explanations, and more exam prep tools, visit openexamprep.com. That's openexamprep, all one word, .com.